Hello everyone, this is Disha. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be sharing a few important formulas of the chapter Magnetic Effects of Current. The first is magnetic Lorentz force. Fm is equal to Q into V cross B. Fm equals QVB sin theta. Here Fm is the magnetic Lorentz force acting on a charged particle of charge Q, and that charge is moving with velocity v in magnetic field B. Velocity vector makes angle theta with the magnetic field. Units of B, that is magnetic field, is Tesla in SI units. So SI unit of magnetic field is Tesla. CGS units of magnetic field is Gauss. 1 Tesla equals 10 raised to power 4 Gauss. Second, total force experienced by a charged particle in the presence of both electric field and magnetic field is force equals Q into E plus V cross B. Here there will be a force due to electric field as well as due to magnetic field. Third, then the topic of cyclotron is there. There are few formulas related to cyclotron. Cyclotron radius R is equal to mv upon qb. M is the mass of charge, v is velocity, q is the magnitude of charge, and v is magnetic field. Cyclotron frequency nu is equal to qb upon 2 pi m. And time period will be inverse of frequency. It becomes 2 pi m upon qb. Maximum kinetic energy of charged particle is q square b square r square by 2m. Here r is the cyclotron radius. Force. Next is force on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. It is given by force equals I into L cross B. Which can be written as BIL sin theta. When theta is 90 degrees, then the force will be maximum. Maximum force is BIL. So, whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in magnetic field, it experiences a force. And if the conductor is in the form of a coil or closed loop, then it will experience a torque. The formula of torque is torque equals Ni into A cross B. Torque is equal to NIAB sin theta. Here torque is the torque acting on the coil. N is the number of turns, A is the area of coil, I is the current which is flowing through the coil, and B is the magnetic field. Theta is the angle between magnetic field and area vector. Area vector is normal to the plane of the coil. So angle between B and normal is theta. Another formula of torque is torque equals NIAB cos alpha. Alpha is the angle between B and plane of the coil. Units of torque will be Newton meter. Next is magnetic dipole moment of current loop. Magnetic dipole moment of current loop is denoted by small m. Its SI unit is ampere meter square. And it is given by m is equal to NIA. That is number of ampere turns into area of the coil. The principle of torque experienced by a current carrying loop when placed in magnetic field is used in the moving coil galvanometer. Moving coil galvanometer works on the principle of torque experienced by a current carrying loop in a magnetic field. Here the torque experienced by the loop will be NIBA. Theta will be 90 because the magnetic field in moving coil galvanometer is radial. And the torque due to spring of the galvanometer will be K theta. Deflecting torque is equal to restoring torque at equilibrium. So NIBA is equal to K theta. From here we can find the deflecting angle or theta, which is NIBA upon K. Next is current sensitivity of galvanometer. It is given by theta upon I, means deflection per unit current. So थीटा NIBA अपॉन K था, इसको करंट से डिवाइड कर दिया तो करंट कट जाएगा. करंट सेंसिटिविटी इज NAB अपॉन K. Next is voltage sensitivity. It is theta upon V, means deflection per unit voltage. So it will be NAB upon KR or CS by R. Means करंट सेंसिटिविटी को रेजिस्टेंस से डिवाइड करेंगे तो वोल्टेज सेंसिटिविटी आएगी. To convert a galvanometer into ammeter, we have to connect a small value of resistance known as shunt resistance in parallel. So when we connect a small resistance parallel to galvanometer, it gets converted into ammeter. And we have to find the value of that shunt resistance. S is given by IgG upon I minus Ig. Here Ig is the given current range, I is the required current range, and G is the resistance of galvanometer. Next, to convert galvanometer into voltmeter, a resistance is required in series and it will be a large value. R is given by V upon Ig minus G. V is the range of voltmeter, Ig is the current range, and G is the resistance of galvanometer. Next is Biot-Savart law. Biot-Savart law gives the value of dB. It means small magnetic field at a given point due to a current element dl. It gives us the value of dB produced due to a small current element dl, and dB is given by mu naught by 4 pi I dl sin theta by r square. When we write this formula in vector form, it will be dB equals mu naught by 4 pi I dl cross r upon r cube. Next is magnetic field due to an infinitely long conductor at a point distant a from it. It is given by mu naught I upon 2 pi a. And when the point lies at a distance a near one end of infinitely long conductor, then the magnetic field will become half. B equals mu naught I upon 4 pi a. Magnetic field at center of a coil is mu naught I upon 2r. R is the radius of coil. And if there are n number of turns, B will be mu naught Ni upon 2r. Magnetic field due to a coil at a point on the axis is B equals mu naught Ni r square upon 2 r square plus x square की power 3 by 2. R is the radius of coil and x is the point on the axis at which magnetic field is to be found. Magnetic field inside a long solenoid is B equals mu naught Ni. Here N is the number of turns per unit length of the solenoid. Magnetic field at the end of solenoid. At one end of solenoid, magnetic field will become half. B equals mu naught Ni upon 2. Magnetic field inside a toroid is B equals mu naught Ni. N is again number of turns per unit length. So N can be written as total number of turns upon circumference, that is N upon 2 pi r. Next is Ampere's circuital law. Ampere's circuital law states that the line integral of magnetic field around any closed point is mu naught times the current threading. The line integral of magnetic field through any closed loop is equal to mu naught times the current threading through it. So integration of B dot dl equals mu naught I. Next is torque acting on magnetic dipole. Torque equals M cross B. Torque equals MB sin theta. Here M is the magnetic dipole moment, B is magnetic field, theta is the angle. And magnetic potential energy is given by minus M dot B और minus mb cos theta. Next is magnetic elements of Earth. There are 3 magnetic elements of Earth. First is declination angle. It is the angle between magnetic meridian and geographic meridian. Second, dip angle or angle of inclination delta. It is angle between total magnetic field at a place and horizontal. Third is horizontal component BH. It is the component of Earth's total magnetic field in the horizontal direction. So if this is the magnetic meridian and this is the geographic meridian, some angle is there between them. This angle is the declination angle. In magnetic meridian, total magnetic field is B and its angle with the horizontal is delta or dip angle. The value of magnetic field in horizontal is BH and in vertical is BV. BH is equal to B cos delta, BV is equal to B sin delta. So total B is under root BH square plus BV square. BV by BH is B sin delta upon B cos delta, which is equal to tan delta.